Opening drive.
It's opening drive.
Opening drive. It's the opening drive. It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is Sports Radio done differently. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Good Tuesday morning. All right, here we go. It's August 26th. Tuesday, August 26th. What a
25th.
Beautiful... 26th, Tom. Well, I meant to say it was the 25th, Tom. It's August 25th. Come on, Tom. Stay with me. 25th. Didn't you hear me say that? 25th.
You lost a day, it happens.
Yeah, I guess so. 25th for those of you out there that care what today's day is. But I will tell you, it was a beautiful morning today. Did you see the sunrise this morning coming in? No, you were here before that, weren't you? See, I saw it coming in. It was a gorgeous sunrise today.
Just like yesterday, I didn't see the rain ever.
I got rained on yesterday. Yeah, gorgeous sunrise today. What a beautiful day in the Ozarks. It's going to be low 90s. It's going to be a little warm, but that's okay. We're glad you're along on the ride with us today, the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
Glad? Yeah.
Fine.
We're okay with it.
We're okay.
We're okay with you being
just kind of an average day.
It's the opening drive.
Yeah. It's just
maybe maybe later another drive, but we're okay.
Tom woke up in a mood today.
It's Tuesday. We had no Major League Baseball, no professional baseball to talk about.
You know what? It was actually one of those nights. This morning, I was kind of going through stuff, and when the top story was Cal Raleigh, dumping 3 home runs yesterday. That's the top story. I'm like, Cal Raleigh still plays in the majors? Because I wasn't aware he was even having a season this year.
No,
he doubled his home run total in one game.
Yeah, the big stat was he had more home runs last year than hits this year.
Oh, wow.
That's been his season-long story.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Man.
Up until last night.
I can't believe I was actually campaigning for him last year to be the MVP. I mean, come on, what was I thinking on that one? That was a dumb move. Golly, that guy can't hit nothing now. Well, anyway, he got 3 last night, but that's the top story. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, that's nothing else. Nothing else happened yesterday, everyone. Nothing.
Let me see if this ranks up with Cal Raleigh. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
Royals pitcher Carlos Estevez reached his 10-year MLB service this week. Is that up there?
Yeah, that would be up there, right? That'd be up there on the list, right?
10
Good
years.
job, man. Good job out there. Can't throw a ball anymore, but you're still actively on a roster on the 60-day IL that you've been on all year because someone did not realize that, wait a minute, where's the velocity? We talked about Paul Skeens last week. Remember that? We're like, oh, he's down to 96, 97. And oh my gosh, what's wrong with that guy? This guy went from 96, 97 to 85. It's like total complete power outage on his velocity. And we're like, oh no, we'll get him going. We'll get him, take him down to Arizona, get him into rehab. And like, dude, 90 something, upper 90s to 85.
It's like, where's Waldo this year for Estevez?
Yeah.
Where's he been?
Yeah. Sitting at home, not doing anything because he can't throw a baseball. And of course, this is the last year of his contract. So, I mean, he's just collecting checks now.
10 years, though, he's definitely vested in a big way in Major League Baseball.
What happens when you go from like 96, 98, 90? No, he threw over 100 last year. He threw over 100 to 85.
Typically, when that happens, they go under the knife.
Yeah.
When they lose that much velocity, there's something structurally wrong.
15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Something happened. I mean, that's weird to me. I mean, and he kept saying, I'm not in pain or whatever. Like, what happened to your arm?
No, you're not in pain, but you're killing us. That's the problem. You're killing us.
I can't believe they brought him along all through spring training and didn't make a move, knowing that was like they're going to flip him back on if they throw some Energizer batteries in him or something. You know, I don't. It's weird. Anyway, Royals. Royals are 8-0 though. So since my grandson was born, so we're rolling on tonight. Who we got tonight? Royals. Let's see who we got. Don't even know. See that's the thing. When you've had such a garbage season, you don't even know who you're playing tonight.
Well, I do.
At Toronto, I think, right?
They're at Toronto. Yeah, they're in Canada.
Ah, there you go.
They get taxed differently just for this series alone.
Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it?
It's crazy how that works.
City by city.
Yeah.
You got to pay that tax. That, what do you call it? Not the jock tax, but something like, it's like a jock
something
tax.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is that what's called?
ESPN, the jock tax.
We should charge a tax.
Yes.
We should charge a tax on these players. Just to talk about, like I just talked about Cal Raleigh. You owe us money. Just talk about Esteves. You owe us money.
Yeah.
That would be cool. And ESPN, the jock tax. If you want to be on our show, we're going to charge you a tax.
Because YouTube won't pay us. We keep violating their terms.
By the way, Tom.
Yes.
I'm going to talk to you about that today. I'm about ready to tell YouTube just to, kick sand, pound sand. Because here's the deal.
Is this a Rob's rant coming up?
No. This is not a Rob's rant. No,
okay.
No. Hand off the mouse. There,
okay.
Buddy. This is not that.
Not that. You
have
do
a
have
rant.
one.
I do, but this is not it. I got thinking, do they stream our show, Tom? Right now. They stream it. And if I play, I don't know, Van Halen Jump as a bump music, for example, whatever.
I don't even know if you can say it. I'm joking. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, okay. That just makes my mind clearer. But if we play that as a bump music, do they immediately take us off?
Not immediately.
No, but what's the time frame? I mean, if we're live right now on YouTube, which we are, by the way, live on YouTube or Facebook. Facebook, love you guys, much more accommodating. But YouTube, if we play a bump music that's not approved, do they immediately take us off, or is it like at the end of the show? When is it?
No, it's sometime after we archive the show. We'll get an email.
Perfect. I could care less. So we're going to play our bump music, and you can watch us live on YouTube. Just don't expect to go back and watch anything on YouTube for us. You can go to Facebook and watch us there. I want to play bump music. I was sitting there last night listening to some music. I'm like, this would be great on our show. I want to have good music. Is everybody in agreement with me out there? You want to hear some good music as bump music out there? I'm sure they are. Yeah, they're all nodding their heads right now. And so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to talk to you about that. We're going to do that. YouTube can pound sand. And as long as you can watch it live on YouTube, if you want, that's great. You're at work, whatever, that's great. But then understand that if you go back to find the archives, it's not going to be there. You go to Facebook and get the shorts there. Right? Okay, we're going to have to figure that out. But anyway, that was not a rant, by the way. But I was just thinking about this last night. I was listening to some awesome music last night. I'm like, this would be great bump music for us. I mean, everybody out there would resonate with this music. And they like, this is really cool. Now, YouTube, they're a cold blanket. They're a wet blanket, man.
They're kind of protecting their financial wallets. Here it is, show me the money day here on our show.
Yeah.
But somebody's got to pay the artist their stipend for us playing that song.
I do pay the artist. Have you seen my Apple Music bill? I do pay the artist. I pay the artist every single day. They get paid, man. Don't worry about those. Hey, don't worry about Tears for Fears. They get paid, man. I love them. Just shout. We'll get that in there later too. They get paid. Everyone wants to rule the world. Yeah, YouTube wants to rule the world. But Tears for Fears, they get paid every single day from me.
So I don't
know.
Toto
gets paid every day. I'll go through all the people get paid. Van Halen gets paid every day. They all get paid, man.
Yeah.
Everybody gets paid. In fact, everybody gets paid but me. Let's just go right on to that one. Everybody gets paid but me. That's really the story. I should be charging you to listen to me. That's the way it should be.
It should be a mini rant open up here.
Thus, the ESPN, the jock tax.
Yes.
I mean, that's where it should be.
Where you don't have to pay music taxes or royalties or anything is.
Play it again, sports.
No, you just pay for good quality sporting goods equipment. Play it against sports. They have it all. And it doesn't have to be brand new. It can be gently used. Maybe your kid Maybe your kid is playing Mighty Mites. Just saying. Maybe he's playing Mighty Mites. You go in and say, I don't think this guy's going to last a Mighty Mites past first 3 practices. You know what? There you go. Play it again's got the helmet, shoulder pads, everything for you right there. And the cleats you can use for whatever sport. Play it against sports. You've got it right there.
Yeah.
And guess what happens at the end of those 3 practices? Kid doesn't like getting hit with, doesn't like getting hit. It happens. Trade in for some soccer shin guards or a soccer ball right there. Play against sport. You find the cool thing is you find the sport your kid loves without investing oodles and noodles and noodles of money. Thanks to the great people right here to trade things in, trade up into something else. You have an opportunity to buy something not full price. And that way you can get in there and try it out. Then kid's an amazing football player. I'm buying the top notch, whatever. And Play Against Sports has that as well. Play Against Sports located in Fremont Shopping Center.
And they have music on there. So they don't worry about royalties. They just play it. They've bought this service. Music. Yeah. Typically they've got the radio station on. So
when we're on there, sure. Then they play music the rest of the day.
Yes.
But all I can say is I'm kind of tired of coming in cold, man. I want to have a vibe. So YouTube can pound sand. We'll go to another social. We'll go to TikTok. We'll go somewhere else, man. We don't need YouTube. YouTube did not make us, Tom. We were radio before. Radio all the way. Hey, we're terrestrial radio, so you can hear us like at least, 10 miles out. Boom.
And again, my partner's only complaining because of the music, not because of anything else YouTube did. I watch it. I'm a big fan of YouTube.
Oh, I like YouTube. In fact, I watched, what's I watched the other day? Oh, that Missouri Thunder bull riding deal.
They won again.
Yeah.
That's 2 weekends in a row they swept.
On fire. Well, actually, they're on bulls, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I watched they have that YouTube documentary deal about them. That's pretty cool. Well done. I highly recommend Missouri Thunder YouTube. Go on there and watch that. They have episodes and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's actually pretty neat.
Did you see Luke on there? They show him pictures of.
Yeah. That's cool stuff, man. I was like, man, this could be a TV show, they have so many dumb reality
shows. Yeah.
That could be a legit reality show. Watching a bull riding team throughout the season, the things they go through, the ups and downs. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what they did. I mean, that's what that YouTube thing is, but that could be like on, a regular, network of some sort. That'd be pretty cool.
Bull raising. That would be the reality show.
Yeah.
Raise a bull from the time it's a infant to its, galloping in an arena, bucking off cowboys.
Interesting. That's a good concept.
Bull raising. Which is,
trademarked.
Kind of, it's different than what is on other radio stations in this town, which is bull thrown, lots of bull talked about. That's what you hear on other radio stations.
Bullarchy.
Yep. That would be another reality show.
I was going to say this too, Tom. You're going to hear some cool new promos coming out from us. You don't even know about yet because I haven't told you yet. But we're about ready to get to election season, right? All right. You already know you're voting for. Let's not beat around the bush. Why would you waste your time listening to stations talk about the same old boring election stuff? I mean, seriously. I mean, it just makes you mad, doesn't it? Why don't you listen to us and laugh a little bit and have some fun in the morning? That way you don't feel so grumpy all day. Because guess what? You can leave our show at the end of the day at 9:00. I know you're not going to want to because you got the Golix and all these behind us, but fine. You leave our show and go to Fox News or CNBC, wherever these shows you go to, these news channels, and you get mad the rest of the day. You don't need to. There's nothing we can do about it.
At least start your day in a good mood.
Start your day with a
what
smile.
You do after that.
That's your problem. Yeah. That's the way I look at it. Well, we're going to have fun on this show every single day. Well, we have had fun on the show every single day.
Yeah.
And your guys about to have some fun. You better buckle up today because I got a rant today. You better buckle up. You're going to be talking about this rant for weeks.
Oh, boy. Let me tell you what's coming up on the show before the rant.
Yeah, before that. You got to do that before that.
I'm going to tell you what's coming up. I don't know if the rant's going to be before all of it.
And I got to find out when all these things are happening so I can,
plan your rant.
Appropriately do the rant.
Yes. Show me the money. We talked a little bit about that.
Yes, we're going to. Okay, today on Show Me the Money, I'm going to give you a preview of that real quick. talking about Arctos. Arctos is a fund, a private equity fund that invests in sports teams and sports properties. Okay, sports has now become not an official asset class. It still falls under leisure and entertainment, but you're going to see more. Saw another one yesterday. A guy contacted me asking me if I'd be willing to represent his sports fund. Called me yesterday. I'm like looking and going, I'm not going to reveal who that is because I can't do it because I'm regulated or whatever, registered, so I can't do that. But anyway, it's becoming a thing. Sports related funds that you can invest in as an individual investor. So that's we'll talk about that today.
That's great because of my high fiber diet. I'm regulated too. Just throw that out there.
And whatever that green stuff you're drinking over there.
Show me the money.
That way you leave like every break you're gone and you come back. It probably is.
Got to stay regular. Yeah. Bear Tracker Day 11.
Oh my gosh. We're almost down on the 10 countdown, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Man, that's crazy.
We'll have to text Corey and let him know. Remember last week he was shocked.
Corey's in a coma right now. I'm going, oh my gosh.
It was 15 days or something. He's like, oh my God. He was freaking out.
He was shaking.
So we'll call Corey and let him know it's 11 today when the Bears open up at Texas A&M. So we'll have that today. Liam Keating from the Newsleader will be on at 8:20 this morning.
He's a good writer, by the way. He's a really good writer. I don't know if you guys read his stuff on Newsleader. He's a really good writer. He's getting the stories out there, guys.
A journalist.
Yes. Yes. He is a true journalist. Isn't that cool?
And I'm told he is also regulated.
Really?
Didn't know. I just heard.
That's TMI, man.
Yep.
Too much information right there, buddy.
No doubt about it.
Don't need to know about Liam's regulation. But anyway.
I got a lot of hodgepodge stories today, Rob.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Tom, we had no baseball last night from either of our boys last night, but yet we have multiple hodgepodge stories today.
Well, we did have a little baseball. Jake Berger had a day. I thought he was going to be out. I thought he was going on the IL. He got hit the other night, missed the game.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was in the face. I saw the picture, and the ball was like right here by his face, and he missed the next day. And they were talking about, X-rays and all this stuff. And I thought, oh no, he's going to be out again.
Yeah.
But he was back last night. He goes 2 for 3 against the White Sox as they win it 11-2. 2 RBIs, his 22nd home run of the season.
Yeah, great year there. Good job, Jake.
Yep. Trevor Richards also pitched in that game. He's from my neck of the woods in Illinois. Trevor from Breeze Modern Day High School went to Drury.
Yeah.
And I think he lives here in Springfield during the offseason. Didn't have his best outing last night. Pitched 2 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. Struck out 2, walked 2. His ERA is a very respectable 3.66 for the White Sox.
Good job. White Sox trying to hang on. I mean, that whole division's trying to hang on. Better get ready because here come the Royals. Here come the Royals. They're in the rearview mirror. They're still like over the hill rearview mirror, like a few miles back. It's like probably 100 miles back, but still.
Just think if they put Estevez on the roster after his 10 years in the bigs.
Well, here's my thing they could have done. Instead of throwing Tolbert in those late games, just throw Estevez out there. We're paying him anyway.
That's same velocity.
Exactly. Same deal, right? Tolbert, Estevez. Yeah, right. Hey, we got to take our first break of the show. It's been a fun one so far. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope we got a smile on your face. You're driving in today. If you don't, put one on. Let's go. It's a Tuesday.
School starts.
Work day of the week, Tuesday.
School is underway either yesterday, today, some started last week.
So you should all have smiles on your faces right now. I mean, if you're listening to me right now and you got kids, you drop them off at school, you're like, wow, what do we do today? I don't know. Listen to us. All right. We're going to take a break on the show because we got a full show coming up. I got a rant coming up later today. Got Show Me the Money. Liam Keating. It's a full day today on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports. This is Rob Rodgers from the Opening Drive on ESPN The Jock. Each and every day as we lead up to the Bears football season, we have the Bear Tracker, where we'll highlight the coaches, the players, and all the statistics leading up to the 2026 Missouri State Bears football season.
Summer golf season is in full swing, so how's yours? At Play It Again Sports, you'll find drivers, wedges, balls, bags, gloves, and shoes. Everything you need to keep your friends from talking too much trash when you're out on the course. Trade in your old clubs and upgrade to something that'll actually help your handicap. Because when you trade in, you win. Before your next tee time, swing by Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Center on Battlefield Road. And remember, when you trade in, you win.
When you start spending money on your marketing, making mistakes is not something you want to do. So Roy Williams, author of the best-selling books The Wizard of Ads and Secret Formulas of the Wizard of Ads, presents the 10 most common mistakes in marketing. Number 9, believing that millennials aren't like the rest of us. Millennials aren't some ancient alien tribe. Rather, they're a collection of tribes. They do not behave as a single entity. Go ahead, Google millennials. The definition will pop up as the industry brims with theories on what makes millennials tick. Truthfully, millennials want the exact same thing that the rest of the world does, a product or service that does something for them. Millennials may not be like the older generations used to be, but then again, the older generations aren't what they used to be either. For more on the 10 most common mistakes in marketing, visit ZimmerCommunications.com, your marketing resource in Southwest Missouri. ZimmerCommunications.com.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. Sweet heat may be one of today's biggest food crazes, but cooks have been pairing honey and chilies for centuries, and Retro Metro is keeping up with the craze with Lily's Hot Honey Chicken Chopped Salad, piles of chopped chicken, hot sriracha honey, ranch, cheddar, candied pecans and jalapenos, and corn relish over crisp romaine. Try it on the all-new lunch menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
Summer road trip season is here, and before you load up the family and hit the highway, stop by C&C Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any brake job. It's a great way to make sure your vehicle is ready for all those summer miles ahead. And the summer heat, too. Take advantage of C&C Automotive's summer special and save 25% on a complete AC system check and service. That's a free oil and filter change with your brake job, plus 25% off AC service. Call C&C Automotive today and get summer ready.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to the opening drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
The question is out, and the internet has opinions. We've put today's hottest sports topic up on X, and now it's time to see where you stand. The Sports Poll Question of the Day on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
The Sports Poll Question of the Day on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
I have no idea what algorithm Tom hit yesterday on X, but all of a sudden we're blowing up, and it's about the Royals. I don't even understand that at all, but he hit the right nerve on X, that's for sure.
Kansas City Royals.
I guess that was it.
Yeah. Yeah. So the question yesterday, we do a sports poll question every day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always on Twitter or X. And yesterday's question was, and you can find it at 96.9 The Jock, at 96.9 The Jock. That's our handle. The Kansas City Royals, 7.5 games away from a wild card playoff spot. Are you now a believer? That was it. Simple.
Are
topical.
You a believer?
The biggest response was no, not a believer, 67%. While yes was 17%.
Wow, got some believers out there.
And don't believe in miracles, 15%.
Got some just people that just don't believe in miracles at all. And didn't watch the 1980 hockey.
No, Al Michaels.
Yeah. Probably denied even happened.
So a lot of people don't think it's going to happen for the Royals this year.
It's not, but that's 8 games in a row is fun. I mean, it's fun. We talked about yesterday. Winning 8 in a row is great. Win 9, 10, that's awesome. I remember the Red Sox, earlier this year went on that really long 15-gamer or whatever. That's a fun time when you're just winning every single game going through. That's a fun time to do it. So, yeah, they're too far back. They dug their hole too soon. But, I was talking with Ryan yesterday about, if they end up winning 75 games, though, just get to 75, that to me is a successful season after their start. Not even a winning record, not even a 500. They get to 75. That's legitimate. They can do that. That's a successful season. Considering their April and May were so horrendous. And then they got, they're healthy then. They played horribly, right? They're healthy the first 2 months of the season, played horribly. Then they all got hurt, and they played horribly. Then they all got healthy, mostly. Not the starting pitchers. They're out. Most of them are out. But they got healthy offensively, and they played well. I mean, they played really well last couple of weeks. So it's good to see.
Yep. So, again, they start the series against Toronto. That'll be a tough series.
Toronto's still chasing.
Yep.
I think they're kind of out of it, but they're still chasing. So this means something. The thing with the Royals now the rest of the year is they're playing spoiler, obviously. They're coming in to ruin people's playoff chances. In the American League, it doesn't take that much. You can ruin somebody in a hurry if you sweep them. Like Tigers, that sweep pretty much swept the Tigers out of anything. I don't think they'll catch. The rest of their schedule is very difficult. The Tigers have to go to the Dodgers, I think. And who's the other one? I don't know. It's the Rays. Dodgers and Rays back-to-back. After getting swept by the Royals. Pretty much stuck that nail in your coffin. So there you go.
Today's poll is, it has to do with our Show Me the Money.
Oh.
So I came up with a topical Show Me the Money question. Would you rather be a superstar making $50 million a year on a losing team or make $15 million and compete for a championship every year? Kind of out of that's a little different question than your normal sports, but it is Show Me the Money today.
Sure. That's a good question, actually.
So the options are give me the 50 mil or give me 15 and a title or titles or depends on the situation.
Okay.
You want 50 million on a losing team. You could be Charles Barkley. You're going to make a lot of money, but you're never going to win a title. You could be, I wouldn't say, you could be Steve Kerr and make, $15 million, but win 6-8 championships.
Sure. As a cog in the system.
Yeah. Or it would really depend on what situation. You're either going to get the money, you're not going to get the money.
Yeah, I know.
Are rings important to you? That's the question.
Yeah. That's basically the question. I would say rings. I think anything above, there's a certain number for most of us out there, but anything above $1 million is probably silly money anyway. Because if you're good at budgeting, you're good at what you do, that type of thing. I mean, I've had clients that retire with $5, $6, $8 million that are never going to use their money ever, based on what they spend each and every day in retirement. Even if they go on, I had to tell one client, you need to take 2 trips a year. You need to go see the world. They've never really been out of Springfield. You need to take 2 trips a year. Go see something in this world. Take a bus trip to the East Coast. Go fly somewhere. Go do something. And even then they said, I don't know if I have enough money. I go, you will have enough money. You have $7 million in your account. You'll have enough money. You will not run out of money, okay? Even if you take 2 trips a year and your current lifestyle. You won't even, in fact, you will make more money this year on the compounding of interest and everything you have and your capital appreciation. You will make the money to spend on your trips and your daily living. You won't even touch principal. And they couldn't believe that because they grew up in an era where, the Great Depression, that time, they grew up in an era where money was tight, food was tight, that type of thing. But so you get up above a certain number, it's silly money. So you might as well have rings.
I think it's well beyond $1 million because I was watching our buddy from St. Louis. We had on the financial pitcher. What was
Jacob?
Yeah,
Jacob Turner.
Jacob Turner. Watched his YouTube channel the other day, talking about money, salary, and I mean, athletes you could say, well, I signed for $1 million. That was my signing bonus. Right away, half of it's gone.
Gone to taxes.
Yes.
Uncle Sam takes half of it.
Then you've got, you got the purchases you have to have, whatever it is. Could be a house, could be a whatever. I mean, these guys, it's amazing how many pro athletes go broke.
Yeah.
Quickly. Or, you could watch all day long these shows on YouTube about guys that made $50 million and are, walking the streets.
Yep.
They have no home, or they're, they've lost it all. Bad investments or bad, people. Yes. Bad people managing them.
They get a posse all of a sudden. Everybody's paid. Everybody's paid in their posse.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a tough deal. You got the first thing when you come into a lot of money, whatever that way is, inheritance, anything like that, get a good financial advisor, respected financial advisor. First thing you need to do. Don't sit there and say, oh, I can do this on my own, blah, blah, blah. No, find yourself a good financial advisor, work out a plan. Even if you never intend on spending that money or what have you, talk to someone who is not attached to your money, because they are not. Financial advisors get paid on a fee based on your performance. Okay. They want you to be successful. So there's no incentive for them to put you in a bad investment. Good financial advisors, I should say, good ones. There's no incentive for them to put you in a bad investment because they make less money. Okay. It's all fee based now. It's not really commission based.
Right.
If it's a commission guy, you need to really step back and say, I don't know. Go with a fee based financial advisor, sits on the same side of the table with you.
We've got a caller. Let's go to the phones. Caller, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Rob and Tom, it's Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, there was no baseball on last night, but I was watching the Little League World Series last night. It was Massachusetts against Alabama. And Massachusetts was up 5-0 in the bottom of the fourth, and Alabama came back and tied it up. Well, they ended up putting Kenley Rasmus in, Kobe Rasmus's niece.
Yep.
And she is the top pitcher for them, and boy, she could hit too. She can play ball.
Yep, that's what I saw. Did Chef Tiny send that to me? Is that what he sent to us last night? Yeah, I didn't see it, but I heard she can sling it pretty good.
Yeah, she has the curveball down, and boy, when she makes contact with that baseball when she's hitting, boy, it's got to be 100+ coming off the bat.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's an elimination game. So Westchester, Pennsylvania is out. Also, Bourne, Texas is out of the Little League World Series. Looks like Panama is out now, and so is that Czech Republic. Czech Republic is out as well. So. Yeah, there's a bunch of elimination games last night. It's going to be a big day today. Got more elimination games today.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for the Davenport Iowa bunch. They had 15. That one kid had 15 strikeouts in his outing the other day. So we'll see who they bring to the mound in the next game.
Yeah, they got some time off because they didn't play. What did they play? Sunday, I think. Played Sunday. Don't play again until Wednesday. So they got some time. Henderson, Nevada, and Davenport in the winner's bracket, double elimination on the United States side. And then Curacao and Nicaragua, I think, or something on the other side. Can't tell what country that is. But yeah, it's a bunch of elimination games today. There'll be 4 teams going home today. So, and one of them teams at Phoenix City, Alabama. So if they use Rasmus up, they got to find somebody else.
Well, I think they used her up because both Massachusetts and Alabama last night threw the races towards the end of the game. So I imagine she's done for 3 days?
I think it's 3 days or it's whatever on the pitch count. Yeah, I can't remember what it is. But, yeah, she's got to be done because they're playing again today against Tacoma, Washington. So at 2 o'clock today. So if they threw their aces, they're done because they're hanging in there. But you got a bunch today. Japan and Mexico in an elimination game today. Canada and Korea in an elimination game today. And on the American side, Ohio and New Jersey. And then Washington and Alabama today.
I'll be. Yep. Well, they may be done if they can't, since they threw the race. So.
Yep. That's what I'm thinking.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sean.
Do you think they stay around, though, just to go down the hill, to slide down the hill there in the outfield?
Maybe. I probably do. But this is Little League World Series is tough because once you have a loss and you're in an elimination situation, you're playing basically nothing but elimination games, obviously. It's double elimination games the rest of the way. So today, and they gauntlet you. Today, the winners of these 2 games, these 4 games today, on the international and the United States side, will play again an elimination game again tomorrow. I mean, so that's effectively 3 elimination games in 3 days. Basically, you know what that does? Your pitching is spent. I mean, you lose, you're on that loser side, on the elimination, on the loser
play almost
bracket,
every day, don't you?
You're done.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about Rasmus, that Kinsley Rasmus, to get her back. You probably don't have a chance to get her back maybe even until Thursday in an elimination game. I mean, that's a day's rest for the Nevada and the Iowa team and such. So yeah, once you hit that side of the bracket, everything's an elimination game, and you blow through pitching fast. That's why everybody on these teams has to be able to pitch on these Little League World Series teams. They all have to be able to pitch.
Absolutely. Couple messages on Facebook and YouTube. Brett Engel, great show. Glad to see you on YouTube live, he said. Brett did.
Brett, thanks for
long-time listener. And then Craig said Tom's going to take 2 trips per year.
Yeah, you would take 2 trips a year, wouldn't you?
If I had that $5 million,
you'd take probably 4 trips a year. You'd probably take a trip every month, wouldn't you? Knowing your wife, you'd probably take a trip every single month if you could.
Would the interest on that $5 million, would that allow me to take those trips every month?
Depends on how much
the interest, because I'd rather live on the interest than take money out all the time, right?
All right, I'll give you the example. I'll give you the number. All right, fine. Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Let's just say you got $5 million in the bank right now. Let's just say you go straight interest, 6%. It's kind of low, but it's kind of where it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's say that.
That's $300,000 a year.
Divided by 12?
Divided by 12. That's $25,000 a month.
I think I could take a couple trips on $5
million.
Yeah.
Times 0.06. That's 6%. That's $300,000 a year divided by 12. That's $25,000 a month. You could do all right there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wouldn't be on here with me anymore. You'd be gone all the time. All the time. Just on the road.
I still prefer to work. I would still work.
I don't know. Man, I don't know. It depends on where you're working from, I guess.
Did want to throw out, because we discussed this weeks ago, our friend at Western Kentucky who was a scholarship casualty, remember? Football player?
Yep.
Ends up at Middle Tennessee State. Thank you, Lil Wayne.
Nice.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne took him up.
Yep. Middle Tennessee State, who's on the Bears schedule this year.
Couldn't leave the Conference USA. He has to go to Conference USA team. But that's like the rival of Western Kentucky. That's kind of nice.
Remember, was it mom or grandma passed away?
I want to say mom.
I think it was mom passed away.
Yeah.
During the summer, off season. Right? And this individual at Western Kentucky took a little extra time off to be with his family.
Yeah.
And one of the assistant coaches who we need to strap, do something
Strap
to.
the Jock on.
Yeah.
Jock off on.
I think we already did. I think he's already been a victim of the Jock off of the week. No doubt, and deservedly so. Basically took him off scholarship because he wasn't at off-season workouts.
Yeah.
After his mom passed away. Lost his scholarship. So he ends up at Middle Tennessee State. Good for him.
Lost his scholarship with no recourse to the NCAA because of something, but now Lil Wayne took care of him. That's awesome. Congratulations on him. No, we'll see him now on the field. That stinks. But anyway, send him to another league, right? Come on, let's go.
I know.
Oh, well. All right, sounds good. Hey, let's take a break on the show. Coming up next, I don't know. We may go rant side next break. Let's see. Let me think here. Something surprising next break. We'll do that. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports. The live stream of the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock is brought to you by Highland Dairy. Fresh milk, great taste, and local pride supporting the show you love. Catch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
Pros, find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on the DeWalt 20-volt max 6-amp-hour 2-pack of batteries. Now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
I'm Missouri Attorney General Catherine Hanaway. Fraud and scams can strike anyone. My office works to ensure that Missouri is free from deception and unfair practices. Last year, we handled over 65,000 consumer complaints and returned more than $400 million to Missourians. If you've been a victim of fraud, call 800-392-8222 or visit ago.mo.gov.
Paid for by the Missouri Attorney General's Office.
All right, there's your new AC unit. You should be all set.
What do you mean, should be?
Yep, you should be all set. Thanks and good luck.
And that's when you realized it wasn't such a good idea to go with one of the guys who had the AC unit for cheaper. Rodgersville Heating and Cooling won't just chuck it in a truck, plug it in, and leave. They take the time to install and quality check everything they do, so you can come home to comfort with Rodgersville Heating and Cooling. RodgersvilleHVAC.net.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Follow the dollars, the deals, and the drama. Contracts, TV money, NIL, and the business behind the games we love. This is Show Me the Money.
Show me the money!
On the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
All right. We're going to show me the money right now. We got a lot of things to talk about today on this, and really it's talking about the world of sports business. And this is a big story across, it kind of reverberated across the sports world. Arctos is a fund. It's a fund a private equity fund that invests in sports teams, sports properties, and such. And they were bought by KKR. KKR is one of the largest private equity companies in the world. They buy Arctos for $1.4 billion. Arctos has, in itself, based out of Dallas, Texas, has $15 billion in assets under management. And so I wanted to kind of share with you today what that means. Private equity is getting involved in sports. Now, in certain leagues and certain situations, there's a limit as to how much private equity can own. So in other words, technically a private equity company cannot own an entire team. Okay. It has to be owned by an individual in most professional sports leagues, including European leagues. So if you look at what basically, I'm going to give you a sample of what Arctos owns, and don't really have the percentages, but I'm just kind of giving, typically if it's an NFL team, it's up to 10%, an MLB team, kind of the same thing, but this is what they own. Okay. Arctos owns a portion of the Cleveland Browns, Buffalo Bills, and the Los Angeles Chargers. They also own part of F1's Aston Martin. They also own and Joe Gibbs Racing on the NASCAR side. Okay. In the MLB, they own these teams, parts of these teams, the Padres, the Cubs, the Giants, the Astros, the Dodgers, the Red Sox. Okay. They also own minor league teams as well. I won't get into many of those, but they own several of those. On the NBA side, they own parts of the Utah Jazz, the Washington Wizards, the Sacramento Kings, the Golden State Warriors, and the Philadelphia 76ers, as well as a couple WNBA entities as well. On the NHL side, Arctos owns these parts of these teams: Pittsburgh Penguins, Washington Capitals, the Buffalo Sabres, the New Jersey Devils, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Minnesota Wild. And then on European soccer, which they're really starting to get into, they own parts of Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool, Real Salt Lake, the Portland Timbers of the MSL, of Major League Soccer, and the Portland Thorns of the women's league there. Those are teams that they own in their active private equity portfolio. And you're sitting there thinking, and this is what I'm thinking, okay, let's just say they own parts of the Red Sox and the Dodgers. They own parts of the Red Sox and Liverpool through Fenway Sports Group. Okay, it's the same companies. John Henry owns both those. But my question is, how as a minority owner do you own more parts of more than one team in one league, right? You think there would be some sort of a conflict of interest. Well, they buy these equity stakes blindly, okay? So they don't have any board. I say they don't have any board control. They do have some board control, but they have to do some of these things where they don't have control of the operations of the team. So in other words, they can't sit there and control the Red Sox and the Dodgers or that type of thing. They can't control both teams. It's very interesting to see Arctos, because Arctos is now becoming a $15 billion invested, and they'll soon be probably $100 billion. They'll continue to grow. That these private equity companies, not just them. I was approached by one this week, another one that wants me to represent their interval fund. How they are getting involved in sports, not just in teams, but in other things, properties like video games and everything associated with sports. All the ancillary things that are associated with sports, training systems, and those type of things. And it's truly, sports is becoming its own asset class, where we have asset classes for food, beverage. We have asset classes for all these different things, automotive, energy and such. Sports is becoming an active asset class. But where are the limits? And the leagues have to set the limits. Now, sometimes leagues look at money, not limits. They want the money injected. It also makes owners like Mark Walter currently of Guggenheim and such, where he's selling his pieces right now because he's kind of under a federal probe, because he took one of his insurance companies basically and loaned his entity buying these sports properties. Basically, that's what happened. He basically took out loans from his own companies to buy these sports teams. And he didn't disclose that. Therein lies the problem. Well, private equity, you own actual equity stakes in these companies. So where do you make your money? When you sell your stake. So we just saw this past week, Arctos.
Wouldn't they get dividend checks? I mean, each year? Or
not necessarily. Really? Unless they work that out in their agreement. Unless they work out their annual turnover of profit is X dollars, and they pay it back in a dividend or something like that. Typically, they flip it. Typically. So let's say they own 10% of the Falcons. That's what we heard. Arctos is buying 10% of the Falcons. I didn't include that on this story. That was last week. So now the Falcons will go out and have a valuation. Let's just say their valuation, I have it here somewhere, but their valuation is, let's say for this purpose, $5 billion. Okay, I don't know what their valuation is, but say $5 billion. They buy 10% of the Falcons. It's $500 million, right? Is their investment into the Falcons. Falcons go along. Some other team is sold. NFL team is sold for a higher valuation.
Yeah.
Cowboys go up to 15 to 20 million in valuation. All of a sudden, the Falcons, Arthur Blank, who's of Home Depot, it's where he made all of his money, decides he's getting older. She's getting older. Say somebody comes and say, "Hey, I want to buy the Falcons." Okay, boom, sells it for $10 billion. They just doubled their money. They made $1 billion. Arctos did for their fund. So that's how they flip it sooner than that. Maybe Arctos says, we're done with this ownership of the Falcons sliver that we have. We want to sell our 10% to ABC private equity firm. And now they have to go get a valuation, right? So you're going to start seeing this all the time. These minority owners are going to say, we want to sell ours now after a couple of years. So what's the company have to do? What's the football team have to do? Go get a valuation. Well, they were $5 billion. Now they're $6 billion. So they sell theirs. They make $100 million. You're going to see them trading these slivers of these companies, these football teams, hockey teams, and such over and over. You're going to see this all the time. You're seeing it now.
Yeah, you already are. Front Office Sports last week had an article about NBA teams. Why can't NBA teams' sales seem to slow down? There have been 11 change of control sales since 2020, worth a combined $54.1 billion.
Yeah.
Experts say it's increasingly less about owning a team and more about the returns.
Flipping it.
Yep.
They're treating these NBA teams as investments. Okay. You're not getting the long-term owners. You think of Clark Hunt from the Chiefs and Lamar Hunt bringing him here, passes on to his son, and it's stable franchise.
You don't see that
You're
anymore,
not going to see
you?
it anymore
No.
because here's the thing. These private equity companies will back a certain person. Let's just say let's do this. Bob Iger, former Disney chairman, right? And
Yeah.
Kushner, is it Josh Kushner? It's the brother, Jerry. Yeah, Josh Kushner.
Yep.
They're backed by private equity. They're a private equity firm. Josh Kushner and Bob Iger, yes, they have some money, okay? It's not like they're paupers, but they're being backed by private equity, okay? They create a private equity company with investors. They're the face. That's why they can buy these teams, because they're the face. They're the principal owners. They're governors of the team. That's why they can buy it. The private equity itself is not buying it. They're backing Bob Iger and Josh Kushner to buy the Lakers for $12.5 billion. So there's workarounds. But then you run into a situation with a Mark Walter, who is rich. Okay, Mark Walter's rich. The thing that Mark Walter is doing wrong is he borrowed money, big billions of money from his insurance company that he owns and controls. He borrowed that to buy the Lakers and buy the Dodgers and all these teams. That's the problem. He didn't disclose that. If he did disclose that, problem is he'd have to take that to his insurance people, and the insurance adjusters, or not adjusters, the commissioners would have said, hey, whoa. That's not safe money, right? Well, even it's the Lakers. Okay. To us, it's safe money.
Right. But
to insurance people, it's not safe money. It's a risk, right? If you own the Lakers and Dodgers, that's pretty safe money. But to insurance companies, they'll look and say, oh, that's not a bank. That's not a hedge on a bank product or what have you that's supposed to back these insurance. So if there's a claim, for example, if there's a big claim for this insurance company, Delaware Life, that he owns, I mean, gosh, it's backed by the Dodgers. I mean, you have to go sell some of the Dodgers to pay and we're not talking big, but that's what insurance companies look. Who is backing the actual policy? And technically the Dodgers and Lakers are backing the policy. And that's where he ran afoul of the insurance people in the federal probe. So you can be Tom Ladd, Rob Rodgers, private equity company. If you've got $1 billion fund behind you, giving you money to go buy things, you're good to go. That's where we are right now. And you're seeing the flipping. It's going to be flip after flip after flip. And I'm telling you, there's some teams out there, they're ready for their owners to flip out. Like the Cleveland Browns, they're ready for those guys. They're ready for them to flip out, Haslam family, get out of here. But, there's certain teams that want their owners to go away. The Arizona Cardinals, the Bidwells. I mean, there's certain people let's sell this. Let's get out of the business. Cowboys per se, some Cowboys fans, but Jerry's done a lot for the Cowboys. So, but down the road, Mark Cuban and his private equity company is interested in joining with the Cowboys. If that happens, then you got Cuban, who's actually knows what to do, backed by money. That's a completely different thing. But you're going to see it coming down. Valuations are going to continue to go up because there's these minority owners, these private equity companies are going to flip. You may not see it controlling change like you just mentioned,
right.
But the minority owners, we made our money. We'll flip it.
So we've heard college conferences talking about this, right? About getting involved with private equity companies.
Yep.
What about, schools, individual schools? How can they get involved without it becoming a huge liability?
Yeah. If you talk at the school side of it, raising money for a school like Missouri
Is that
State,
possible?
for example,
Yeah.
it's possible, but it's a little different because they're not for profits. So so a private equity firm cannot buy into Missouri State. What you have to do there is you have to structure it such as a donation and a tax loss, because these companies and these family offices, these firms out there, they all need tax losses too. And so if you can pass on the tax losses of building something on campus to the entity, that's the greatest benefit, the tax loss. They need those losses. If you're making billions and billions of dollars, you need some losses too.
Right.
I mean, it's not all about making money sometimes. A lot of times about reducing your tax liability. So, yeah, that's going to happen too. It's coming down the road. It's coming. Big time sports. That's Show Me the Money today. Hey, next hour we got Liam Keating coming on. We got some Bear Tracker Day 11, and I got something to talk about. A little rant later. We'll talk about that later next hour on ESPN The Jock.
Springfield weather on The Jock.
It's a mild start at the door this morning, but we'll find a warmer afternoon. Temperatures today in the low 90s. A steady southeast breeze. Skies partly cloudy, becoming mostly cloudy by this evening. Slight chance of rain showers overnight tonight into Wednesday morning. However, the best chance of rain will be Wednesday afternoon near and south of I-44. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus. And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think? Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance. That's not the full picture with Abacus. Not even close. At Abacus, accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services. HR surprises people. Why would we offer that? Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth. So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business. And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions. Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
Lose weight, stop smoking with Alex Goen Hypnosis. Guaranteed.
Hi, this is Neil Day. So my neighbor Sam quit smoking at an Alex Goen Hypnosis, and his wife Sarah lost 25 pounds. So I went. I walked out and never smoked again, and that's after 35 years of smoking. Didn't even believe it at first. Didn't feel like anything really happened, but the desire was completely gone. I went back for a weight loss hypnosis, and I went with my wife Emily, and I lost 33 pounds. Emily, who lost 31 pounds, brought her friend Mary to the weight loss program, and she lost 23. It just completely changed the way that we eat. Thank you, Alex Goen.
That's a remarkable result. Results will vary, but it's engineered to work or your money back guaranteed. Only $59.99. That's Alex Goen's weight loss stop smoking hypnosis. Awarded a U.S. patent in 2002. That's the federal record. Weight loss Sunday, September 27th, 11 a.m. Hilton Garden Inn, Springfield. Stop smoking 2 p.m. Sign up at alexgoen.com. Goen. That's alexgoen.com. alexgoen.com.
The best Most State Bears coverage on KBFL Springfield, K245CA Springfield. Springfield's total sports station, ESPN The Jock, with this local sports center update with Don Luzader.
Sponsored by Highland Dairy, the Springfield Cardinals carry a 6-game winning streak into tonight's series opener against the San Antonio Missions at Route 66 Stadium. That game getting underway at 6:35 tonight. Cardinals promising a big announcement prior to that ball game down on the field at 6 o'clock. The Kansas City Chiefs, they've played 2 preseason games. They've lost to the Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have one more exhibition game left, and that is this Friday night against the Seattle Seahawks at Arrowhead Stadium. 7 o'clock start time. The Chiefs open the regular season on September 14th against the Denver Broncos on Monday Night Football. 7:15 start time from Arrowhead for that one. I'm Don Luzader on the Jock.
The Sports Center update is brought to you by ABC Roofing. Keeping it simple. abcroofing.net.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
It's a mild start out the door this morning, but we'll find a warmer afternoon. Temperatures today in the low 90s. A steady southeast breeze. Skies partly cloudy, becoming mostly cloudy by this evening. Slight chance of rain showers overnight tonight into Wednesday morning. However, the best chance of rain will be Wednesday afternoon near and south of I-44. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
Going out of town? Take ESPN The Jock with you at 969thejock.com. You can hear the best of the Ozarks with Chef Tiny, Full Throttle with Craig Stagner, or The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. ESPNthejock.com.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. Beef stroganoff first gained fame in 19th century Russia, named for the influential Stroganov family. Today, Retro Metro's version combines filet tips, mushrooms, and rigatoni in a beef garlic cream sauce, finished with caramelized onions, fresh herbs, and Parmesan. A classic that's traveled halfway around the world to become your new dinner favorite. Try it on the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
The live stream of The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock is brought to you by Highland Dairy. Fresh milk, great taste, and local pride supporting the show you love. Catch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
All right, team, listen up.
Time now for Rob's Rant, where common sense meets a microphone and absolutely nothing is safe.
Shout, let it all out. These are the things I can do without. Come on.
I'm talking to, I was singing this song last night in my truck, by the way. My daughter's never heard that song. My daughter, she heard Tears for Fears. Everyone Wants to Rule the World.
Yeah.
She heard that song. That's a great song. I go, yeah, you want to listen to this one? Shout from Psych. I love that one on the Psych episode too. All right. I do have a rant today. I woke up. I didn't even wake up in a mood today. It was a mood I actually had about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I saw something last night that I'm like, this is interesting. Did you know the torch may be coming through Springfield, the Olympic torch? Did you
Absolutely.
know that?
You know how I found out yesterday?
Yeah.
Our friends next door.
Yes.
Yes. Kevin
and Chris.
Yes.
They posted that, right? Well, I'm thinking that's interesting. So I make a call to someone. Do you remember we had all this big news that was coming up? There's some big news coming up in the sports community. I didn't know what it was. I made a call yesterday. I say, is this true? And the answer was an unequivocal yes. It's true. The torch could be Olympic torch will be making a leg through Springfield. Lance Kettering submitted that. Lance Kettering, executive director of the Springfield Sports Commission. He's the one who submitted that request because he's had some experience with the Olympics and those type of things. So he's the one who made that request. Wow. That's a great job, Lance. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. What are you doing now, Lance? Not working the Springfield Sports Commission. Then yesterday, it's funny how this stuff happens at one time, Tom. I get an announcement on my Facebook about the meet the team of the Springfield Sports Commission. The interim director, Stan, which I love you, Stan. Love you, man. But why are we doing that? Then I see
on the same day
on the same day.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's all kited. I don't know if things are listening to me when I'm talking. I don't know what it is. All I can say is this. This has still not been rectified, Tom. I kind of let it sleep for a little bit because I'm like, you know what? Nobody's going to come on. Nobody's going to give us an explanation. Well, I called a few board members. I reached out to a few people, asked them, no comments. No comment. They don't want to talk about it. Off the record, on the record, neither one. Why have we not had an answer of why Lance Kettering is no longer the executive director of the Sports Commission? Why is nobody told? The executive committee, why have they not done something other than new leadership, new direction. I don't understand. The guy that you'd let go is the guy who's going to have this torch running through town. He's the one that submitted the application. That's not a cool thing for the United States of America in Springfield, Missouri. That's a pretty cool deal. Those are the kind of things your sports director or your commission sports director is supposed to do, I think. So I'm just really grappling why we've not had an explanation from the executive committee of the Springfield Sports Commission. Still, I've let this go. I've let it go. He's my friend. I will say that.
Did they have a meeting last week?
They had a meeting last week. I asked these board members, and nobody wants to talk to me about it on or off the record. Well, I don't understand why we're not talking about it, because there's a sense out there right now. There's a sense of, hello? Yeah, this is Springfield Sports Commission. Is Lance there? No, he's no longer with us. Well, why is that? Oh, well, he's just no longer with us. I can't talk about it. What does that push off to you? What does that say? So Lance is, I'm still a little upset about this, Tom.
Has any other media picked up on this story?
I don't think anybody's picked up on it. Why is there not something? Why do we not have a solid explanation and an exoneration of a man's character? Why is it just lingering out there? I don't understand why they cannot. The executive committee, which is, I'll read off the executive. Maybe I should just read off the executive committee's names here.
He had been with the sports commission about 20 some years.
Yeah, a long time, and just to get let go in one day for going to go in a different direction,
And from what we understand, was never given a reason.
Not that I can gather.
There's never been a statement by the commission or the CVB, which runs the sports commission.
Mark, is it Heckwit? Is that his name? Mark Heckwit, Springfield Convention Visitor Bureau. Come on the show and tell me why. Tell me why. Springfield Cardinals general manager is the chair of that.
Dan Ryder.
Come on, tell us, Dan. You're a friend of the show. Come tell me. Come tell us why, and then exonerate Lance's name. Clear his name. You let him go. You can't just throw out going a different direction of a job that you're not to get fired from, a job you're supposed to retire from. You're supposed to get a plaque at the end saying thank you for your service. Oh, like bringing the Olympic torch to Springfield, Missouri. Those type of things, right? Things that improve our community.
Or keeping the National Christian Homeschool Tournament here for 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Which is a huge 10,000 person, every hotel room event.
Absolutely. Fighting off cities like Wichita, other cities that won it, Oklahoma City, the home of the homeschool organization. Yeah, those kind of things. Treasurer of the City of Springfield, David Holtman, you can come on. Come on the show. Executive committee, you guys, you deliver the pink slip. Give me a reason.
Fire off those names here. I'll not interrupt you.
Dan Ryder.
Yep.
He's the chair, Springfield Cardinals general manager. Dale, I don't know, Ripolgi. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Vice chair, Elliott Lodging.
Yeah.
Okay. Well-respected hotel guy here in town. David Holtman, treasurer of the city of Springfield. And Mark Heckwit,
who's in charge of the CVB.
CVB. You're the executive committee. Come on. I tell you what, I will call each and every one of these members of the sports commission. I ask them. I will call all of you. I will call every one of you.
So that's the executive. That's who basically made the decision. That's why you're calling them out here.
Well, they're the ones that made the decision. From what I've been told from their board members that I've talked to is we didn't make the decision.
Didn't vote on it?
Every board member I talked to, and I'm looking at them all right here. Everyone I talked to said we didn't. Two of them didn't even know about it when it happened. So I'd like to know who makes these decisions, why they made the decision. If you have a good reason, give me the reason other than change of leadership. I need to know. I'm sorry that when you're hitting all your numbers, when we have events coming to this city all the time, archery and Quidditch and BMX and judo and all these things coming here. Now we're going to have the Olympic torch coming through our city that was submitted by Lance. Yeah, it is a personal thing for me. I need to know. And if you don't come on, then I'll just do it every day. I'll call you out every day. And you know what? You don't want to come on the show. You want to call me privately or whatever and tell me. I'll give you credit on that.
Let me throw out a hypothetical and see. I just want to see, what the status is. So we understand the director of the CVB has been on the job 3 years, something like that. He replaced.
I looked it up. I can't remember.
He's only been here about 3 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Perhaps, and this is just a hypothetical, perhaps this individual or one of the members you mentioned didn't jive with Lance's personality. I don't know how,
Maybe.
but Lance's a pretty easygoing guy. He's not, he's not out. He does not debate people and that kind of thing. He just kind of does his job. But anyway, say this guy comes in 3 years on the job and just didn't jive with Lance, just a personality quirk. So he decides that he wants to get his own guy in.
Sure.
And makes a decision, talks with somebody else on the executive board, and they decide that they're going to go in a different direction.
If that's the reason, come tell me that's the reason, right?
Because we just want to know why a guy that's been on the job in a public entity in Springfield that has done so much good for this community.
Runs all the Misha events, all that, bids on all the Misha events, all that kind of stuff.
Fired.
Yeah.
Let's just say what it is. He was fired. He was
fired, man. He was in a meeting at 4:15. They had Xerox boxes. He's out at 4:30. That's the way it is. And he is my friend. That's bull. That's bull. That's all there is to it. That's a dumping, man.
So if they give the reason and, it's something like that, do you accept it or, what's your MO? What are you going to,
well, where am I going from this?
Yeah. If that's the case, if it's just a personality issue.
I just need to know the truth. If you have a problem with them, be a man and tell us you have a problem with them. All of you guys, be a man and tell us you got a problem with them. You had an issue. Be a man about it. And guess what? If you have a problem, you have a problem. All I can say is I see results of the body of work. I see results of the body of work, and I don't see a reason in this type of a capacity in this job. I don't see a reason for a firing unless he did something egregious. And if you're telling me he didn't do anything egregious, and he's telling me he didn't do anything egregious, you better come on here and clear his name.
What if he did, and they just can't tell you?
No, that's no. Sorry. Then fine. Come on, tell me he did something egregious. They're not going to. But all I can say is this. Probably nobody in this community has worked side by side with Lance Kettering longer than I have. Nobody. He's my right-hand guy.
Yeah, you guys were business partners.
15 years. He helped me run our Mavericks club. 15 years. He took us from a little fledgling club of three teams, him and I, and we grew that thing out to what was eventually last year was 27. We grew this thing, and we did it the right way. And he does things the right way. So I'm wondering, did he do things the right way and somebody wanted him to bend the rules? Did somebody want him to bend the rules over the commission? What is it? Tell me. Be honest about it. I don't know. I can make all the assumptions in the world. You want me to make a bunch of assumptions? I can throw so many things out there. Did he catch somebody doing something over there? I don't know. I'm just making assumptions.
So we know they had a board meeting on Wednesday, and we were hoping that maybe we would find something out after the board meeting.
I called a bunch of board members,
and still
I didn't want to talk about it.
So maybe they did mention it, and they were told not to. Is that possible?
I don't know. I don't know what's possible. All I know is it's pretty quiet over there, and nobody's going to say it. So
the day that they announced,
Dan, be a leader. Come on here and tell me why you handed the pink slip. I won't go crazy on you, man. I won't. Just come on, tell us why. Clear his name. Okay? If you don't clear his name, then people make assumptions. You make assumptions about him. I have to make assumptions about other people too. You don't want assumptions to be thrown out there, because assumptions are not good things. When there's ambiguity in the situation, big word, Liam. Ambiguity in the situation.
He could spell it, though.
I know
Liam
he can.
Spell it.
He just did it in his head.
Yes, he did.
But you can throw these things out there, and things just fester and stuff. And you got to remember, Lance knows people from all over the country, And they're calling, hey, Lance, why are you not in that job anymore? Oh, because I was fired. Oh, what are you fired for? Right? What?
He doesn't even know, does he?
I was fired. What were you fired for? Don't know. What are you fired for? No, seriously. When somebody asks you if you're fired, what were you fired for? I don't know. But they make assumptions in their heads. Assumptions. Oh, he's fired. Oh, it must have done something really bad to get fired. You get fired, you must have done something really bad. Do you see what I'm talking about, executive directors, executive board? Do you see what I'm saying? Somebody asks you if you get fired, what'd you get fired for? And people start making assumptions about things. I would hate for anybody else to get fired in this group. You know what? I make nothing here. I'll just speak all day long. Until Mr. Zimmer says you're no longer here, so be it. And when Mr. Zimmer says I'm not here anymore, I'm okay with it.
But he would probably mention why you got
the
axe.
Probably. We'll go in a different direction.
So, again, this is brought up, the torch announcement.
Yes, that's the whole thing, the torch. And then we got to meet the team thing going. And I don't even, it's just like they're moving on with their lives.
Nothing against the team, the new team. It's about what happened with the old team. But it just happened on the same day that this torch, which the old director brought in.
Committed and brought in, yeah.
Yes. The old director brought in the Olympic torch. We understand is going to go through Springfield.
Yeah.
And the same day we have a meet the team announcement.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope we're not taking credit where credit's not due also. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that either. Okay, so that's all I'm going to talk about that for right now. That's my rant. I'm going to do it. I may have to do it every day. Somebody better reach out to me from the, Mark over at CVB. Pass the word along. If you're listening today, Mark. Tell him to go back and give us a call. Come in the show. I won't go off. I just need to know. You need to clear his name. You need to submit another press release. Clear his name. You understand? He did not do anything egregious.
That we know of.
Clear his name. Let's go.
Boom.
That's all I need.
There you go. Now, that would be the longest Rob's rant in the history of the show.
Yeah, probably is. Shouldn't have to do it.
No, that's right.
I mean, it shouldn't even be a rant. I mean, that's the whole point of this whole thing. But that's fine. You do what you do, boo. Do what you do. All I know is if you do it sideways, if it's in this community, I'm going to tell everyone out there, if it's in this community and you go sideways, I'm going to come after you. I will. You know why? Why not? Stop living in the past. Move forward. Maybe because we didn't get the convention center. Maybe it's a scapegoat.
But tell us if that's the case. Just tell us.
Once again, am I making assumptions? We didn't get you know what? The convention center's failed twice on Mark's watch, by the way. Twice. Is that way? You got to get rid of somebody because you can't get the convention center? I don't know. I'm making assumptions. I don't know. Tell me. Let me know.
Let me throw out a little better piece here before we go into our first guest, because he's going to wonder what the heck is going on today.
Liam's going to have a top story, man. Liam's going to get in the community 2 feet first, baby.
You're a big fan of Ted Lasso, right?
Yeah, I like Ted Lasso a lot.
You'll be watching it Wednesday, I guess.
I missed last week. I haven't watched it. I just went. I just haven't watched
you didn't know he died. They killed him off on the show. You didn't know that? You didn't know? Oh, Rob, I'm sorry. Did I ruin it for you? No. Here's the
he would do that. He would literally do that. There would be so yeah, JR, he did get shot. Yeah.
So you remember you did see the segment where he went back to Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
And they visited the Negro League's baseball museum.
That was cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Satchel Paige did all that whole thing on one of the episodes. Well, apparently Google searches since that episode have been up 500% on the baseball museum and Satchel Paige since that episode.
Wow.
500%.
That's awesome.
Because of the Ted Lasso episode.
It's a pretty amazing place.
Cool.
It is cool. It's a pretty amazing place. Honestly. I mean, if that's something can drive tourism, to learn about our history of baseball and the Negro Leagues. That's awesome.
Well, and I mean, the barbecue, everything they did in that episode was awesome.
Gates barbecue.
Yes.
Oh, they did Gates without Gates, by the way. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Gates wasn't there, but it was, we all knew it was Gates.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, we got to take a break on the show. Liam is in the house. Liam Keating from the News Leader will join us next on our Bear Tracker Day 11. We'll talk with him after this break. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Brought to you by Play Against Sports. Blue 42, set, hut, hut, hut. Football's back. From Missouri State to the Kansas City Chiefs and the Mizzou Tigers, the excitement starts now on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Get the latest news, analysts, and hype weekdays on ESPN The Jock.
The leaves aren't the only thing that can get brighter in the fall. 'Tis the season to play under the lights. At Play It Again Sports, football and soccer players reload every year with lots of new and gently used gear. From shoulder pads, helmets, mouthpieces, gloves, and footballs to soccer shoes, shin guards, shorts, and jerseys. If you play a fall sport, it's more than likely we'll see you soon at Play It Again Sports. When you trade in, you win. Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Shopping Center.
We thought about creating a ShopOzarks.com mascot, something obnoxiously cute. Then somebody suggested a giant walking coupon, and honestly, that felt just obnoxious. So yeah, we'll skip the mascot. Instead, we'll keep doing what actually works. Helping you save big at local restaurants, automotive shops, health and fitness, entertainment, and more. No cute mascots required. Just real local savings at ShopOzarks.com.
Back to school starts now. Get long-lasting battery life on the Dell XPS laptop powered by Series 3 Intel Core so you can work from anywhere. Now starting at $699 with exclusive student pricing starting at $599. Complete your setup with savings on select monitors and must-have electronics and accessories. Limited time deals and free shipping on PCs and more await you at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
The Colonel's cooked up a new $10 bucket of the day just for you. Monday, 10 wings for $10. Tuesday, 8-piece fried chicken for $10. Wednesday, 8 tenders for $10. Thursday, 10 wings for $10. Friday, 24 nuggets for, oh, you guessed it, didn't you? $10. The $10 bucket of the day deal. Every weekday. Only at KFC. It's finger licking good.
Prices and participation vary while supplies last. Not available on third-party ordering platforms. Tax extra.
Too many businesses treat marketing like a game of chance. Post something, boost something, cross your fingers and pray. That's not a strategy. That's guessing. You don't win by guessing. And you definitely don't grow by throwing money at random ads. With Fuse 32, every website, ad campaign, and marketing decision starts with a plan to help you grow. Your business isn't a game. It's your livelihood. Time to start treating it as such. Fuse 32. There's nothing we can't do. Fuse32.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app. We're getting you ready for the 26th Missouri State Bears football season with our daily Bear Tracker. Find out what Casey Woods thinks, who the new players are, and what the schedule presents.
I see Juan doing this, you know?
Yeah.
Just getting them all fired up. Band director. Oh, man. Let's go. Day 11. Liam is in the house from the News Leader, and you're fired up, aren't you?
I'm so excited right now. Let's go. Football. I'm so tired of writing previews. But I have to say something before we start here, guys. I was thinking over the weekend when you invited me on, Tom. Traditions are huge in college football. Mm-hmm. And now that MSU is a D1 team, I think there could be some new traditions that maybe the Bears introduce. And, you got Ohio State, you got the marching bands, maybe Clemson running down the hill, hitting the rock. Maybe there should be a new tradition, and there's no better place to look than a week 1 opponent, Texas A&M. And I think maybe we get Rob on midnight on that Friday, bring all the Bears into Placer Stadium, him in his overalls, doing some chants with the students. What do you think about that?
Oh,
man. We can do like a little midnight howl for the Bears, and it's just you leading it.
midnight. I have to check my schedule on that one. I don't know about it. I mean,
you'd have to take a couple naps.
Back in the day, I don't know. I mean, I guess I get off the show, take a nap, have lunch, take another nap. I might be able to have enough energy to do that.
Is there any weirder traditions than that school that the Bears have to play week 1?
Oh my gosh, I know. That's a crazy tradition, isn't it? I mean, those guys, the 12th man down there alone. I mean, I'm telling Tom, your ears better be going, man, because they are be so loud on that side because the 12 man's on that side.
Yeah.
Side. That's going to be crazy. And they're going to be hurling stuff at you guys like there's no end.
Especially if it's close.
Oh, my gosh.
So were you, I know it was Jamboree night as well, Friday night. Did you go to the scrimmage or high school football?
Nope. I did high school football on Friday. And then the fine folks at the athletic department at MSU sent me all the videos and stuff like that for the post game. So, did a little bit of both. So, very exciting. That's why I love this job.
Yeah, Friday night's kind of tough to do a scrimmage, especially right when football's starting. And when you can see 4 teams in one location, man, you almost have to go to a jamboree, you know?
Sure. Yeah, I went to that block party on Thursday because I live right next to campus just to see things and hear Corey speak and things like that. And talk to Casey afterwards. And I could see like almost a twinkle in his eye when he was like, "Oh, you're not coming to the scrimmage." Oh yeah, it's Friday high school football. I think. I mean, I don't want to say he forgot, but it's like he's so focused and lazy. And it's high school football still is a big deal down here.
Oh, it is, really is.
And that's the thing. He's mapped this whole thing out, right?
For sure.
It fell on a Friday because that's when he needs to do it based on what his map out is, and just that's when it fell. And he's like, that's what I got to do. I mean. But you can't adjust everything all the time. I get that.
For one sports writer, you can't really change that. Can't change it all.
You move that to Thursday, or maybe Saturday.
So what you did see the first scrimmage the other night. I know you were there. I was there. What were your thoughts? I'm just the scrimmage alone and how organized everything was, in your opinion.
Yeah, very professional, very fast. I think those are two key words that have come out of this camp. There is no walking around. There's a lot of assistant coaches not yelling, but coaching on the sidelines. Guys get up. They're taking breaks on the benches or putting a knee on the ground. Like that's not a thing that the coaches wanted to see during practice or during scrimmages. So that's pretty encouraging, as set a standard like that because it could be go time at any moment, a turnover either way. You got to be prepared. So fast and professional and well organized are probably some key takeaways I've had from this camp.
I still, I mean, we know who quarterback 1 is now. We did see the starting running back Breezy, if he, I guess, is okay to play. He was there for the second scrimmage. We didn't get to see him in the first one. I'm still wondering, line play still kind of concerns me. I just don't know. You never know until you match up with somebody else. It looks, when they go against one another, it looks okay. But man, that's night and day difference when you go against a Texas A&M, last year USC. That line play is so key at this level.
What encouraged me the most was hearing Casey say during the press conference, I don't know, a couple weeks ago or something, where he said he was very concerned about line play when he first took the job. And he said that's transformed into kind of a positive at this moment. And he didn't really dive into any players that are shining or playing poorly, but he talked to the group, the unit as a whole, and he said it's probably, I would think probably one of the more improved groups, and he likes 7 to 8 guys right now that can play, and so it is imperative for MSU to stay healthy after Texas A&M. Because you start dropping guys there, and it could get pretty thin pretty quickly. And I saw on Twitter yesterday, which I thought was fascinating. I think it was Reddit, college football posted the heaviest and lightest rosters in college football. And MSU was in the bottom 10 of lightest weight-wise rosters. So they took all of the players and then just divided it out. And MSU was near the bottom. So I mean, you could look at it either ways. We don't have many. They don't have many linemen, or there's just a lot of running backs and wide receivers in
True.
the fold. So, I mean, that's just a stat. That's,
Oh, man.
you can't really dig too deep into it. But I was like, oh, that's kind of fascinating.
Got to take the kickers out of there too.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I look at that too. Lightest roster. I'm hoping that we're going to play fast, right? Which means I think we have to have a degree, a high degree of I don't know. You're in shape, basically. You got to make sure you got some conditioning in. I think that's going to be a key to this too. I think the scheme is going to be the key for us. Not so much the line play. I mean, how are we scheming that as far as blocking? I mean, are we running for our life left or running for our life right? You know, that type of thing. Or are we scheming that way where we're setting up those blocks, you know, to make those downfield throws and runs and such?
Well, I'll throw this out too. If they're smaller, then that speed game helps. You know, you're not doing, 3 yards in a cloud of dust with the smallest lineup in college football. But if you're speeding things up and a lot of 5 yards and quick outs and that kind of stuff, the line play being quicker helps a lot.
Absolutely. And I think that's why Skylar gets to be quarterback one. I did some diving into some of his stats for the story I wrote last week or something. And it was fascinating. Jacob Clark only had less than 4 seconds to throw a ball last year, or that was his average. And that was simply because A, offense wanted to get the ball out quick, but B, I mean, he was sacked. He was pressured all the time. Skylar had almost 3.3 to 3 or 4 seconds before throwing the ball. So that just shows A, he had a little bit better protection at UTEP, maybe, or B, he used his feet so much to improvise and throw. And he wasn't just, when he escaped the pocket, he's just going to run. His eyes were still looking downfield to try to throw the ball. So that's a huge positive if Casey can and the staff want to move linemen and shift bootlegs and things like that. I've seen triple options at practice, which is really exciting. And so there's going to be a lot of tricks and treats, I think, to this offense when, conference play rolls around. And I think it starts with the quarterback's legs there.
Yeah, we will see a true RPO with them, with his abilities than we did with Jacob, who is really a pass-first guy. I mean, he did run, and at times pretty effectively, but it was like, well, this team is not at all expecting him to run, so they actually made that part of the game plan. But with Skylar, you never know, and that's kind of a neat thing.
Absolutely. And another fascinating stat, which maybe I need to dig further into, but over like 60% of Skylar's interceptions last year came on first down. And so, and that's just really imperative. Another big word for you there.
Nice.
Why MSU needs to run the ball so successfully on first down and play ahead. They're playing from behind, which UTEP did a lot, and they're kind of chasing points and things like that. That's why they're throwing the ball so much on first down. And then it just seemed like that's where Skylar, obviously the stats say he threw the majority of his interceptions. So that's a kind of a fascinating thing that I read into.
Had a chance to watch some soccer this week as well for the Bears and women's soccer team.
Absolutely, I watched from my couch.
Oh, okay, okay.
I followed along, and very exciting. What a day to get started for. I know it's the second game for the teams, but what a great weekend for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Beating Mizzou, anytime you beat Mizzou in any sport that's kind of a big deal. So the women, get off the schneid. It's been a lot of years since they beat Mizzou in soccer. And then the men, of course, you talk about it, that's a name school that they beat, but the Bears are, I mean, that program is up there. It's not a, beat a name school and feel good. They expect to beat that team.
Yeah.
I mean, they go in, Penn State's not a soccer school. Missouri State is. That's a game that you expect to win going in.
100%. I did, because I'm a weirdo. I started looking at Penn State soccer and new head coach this year, and they had a bunch of transfers from overseas that were trying to, obviously make their mark and probably want to get to the MLS one day. So I actually think that's probably a better win right now than, I think at the end of the season, we're like, wow, that was a good win. So there's more expectations on Penn State soccer this year than probably in years past.
That's something that you beat them now. You want them to win their league. You want them to win the Big Ten. I mean, you want them to be so successful now going forward. That's a tough league. The Big Ten is in soccer. I mean, if you can finish top half in the Big Ten soccer, you're something. That's a good league. Indiana, obviously, they're always good in soccer.
I always wonder about the team like Big Ten. Anytime there's an outdoor sport, baseball or soccer, not football, but baseball, soccer, are they really that good? League wide. Baseball. You rarely hear about a Big Ten team,
Northern team, Southern team,
in the College World Series. And I'm wondering about soccer, although
soccer, yes. Soccer, they are one of the elite.
Yeah.
Indiana is a blue blood when it comes to soccer, but the North-South thing doesn't matter. Vermont won the national championship 2 years ago.
There you go.
And so, college soccer is in a fun place if you like soccer, because any team, there's no like Alabama football from years past where they're just running the score up. Anyone can win. I'm an Omaha native, so when I was growing up, that was when Creighton was in the top 10, and I had season tickets growing up. That's probably what created my soccer fandom so much. But got to see them go to the College Cup and things like that. So college soccer is so fun, and MSU could get hot at the right time and go all the way to the Final Four, and that's just the beauty of that sport. Very much like baseball.
They're very well. Missouri State men's soccer, very, very good. They'll be they're top 20 easy, and I think they could make a real good run. They're in a tough league though. They're an American in the league. So that's Tulsa, and that's a tough league. South Florida, I think, is in that league. That's a really good league they're in.
Absolutely. What are your impressions? You've kind of made some rounds with high school football, getting ready for the first week this Friday. Anybody you're kind of looking forward to covering?
I'll be at Nixa and Carthage on Friday.
Oh,
I think
good game.
Maybe all the media members will be there.
Yeah.
But that'll be a really exciting game. I'm really excited to see two of the Blue Bloods kind of go after it week one. As I would call it, a tasty matchup to start the schedule. But week one games are always really weird because us media members are so excited and want to put a great headline, and you talk to the losing coach on Friday and they're like, this means absolutely nothing really. And but it'll be really fun. And my favorite thing about early season high school football is the sun setting midway through the second quarter. And first you get great photos in the first quarter, but there's just something very fall, very Americana about the sun setting during a high school football game. And I'm really excited this is my 6th year covering high school football, so I'm really excited to get back on the sidelines.
Friday morning, they will announce the district pairings or matchups. So Friday morning on the show, we'll be able to throw that out. Misha releases those. Don't know what changes we'll have this year, but it's always interesting to see who's in what district, who may have went up from class 4 to class 5 or down or whatever. So that's kind of interesting. Before the first game, they do that in all sports.
That's interesting because you don't know, right, into this, and you have speculations maybe, but you don't know where you're going to line up. And then that just adds another level of intrigue to your season. You're like, here's your schedule, right? And like, okay, there's our schedule, our league, what have you, and our non-conference, Carthage and, well, I guess Carthage, Nixa, are they same league? I can't remember.
They are.
But anyway,
CLC.
sometimes you got non-conference there when you start. But anyway, then you got your district games tacked on. You're like going, oh, all right, now we're going to go here, or they're coming here, or what have you. That's fun.
Yeah, I came from the Kansas side, and on the Kansas side, they do the classifications every 2 years, and when it drops, it's in the middle of July.
Yep.
And so makes my job a lot easier.
Yeah.
but I'll be scrambling on Friday morning like you guys. But I don't know. I have no positives or negatives to the way they do it, but it's an interesting wrinkle to Missouri high school football.
I didn't like districts in Kansas when I played because I think I already told this story, but the top 2 teams in the state were us and Wellsville, southwest of Kansas City. The 3 years I was in, last 3 years of high school, top 2 teams are in the same district, number 1, number 2 in the state in class 3A in the same district every single year. Yeah. And it's like, you've got to be kidding me. So you win the district, you probably win the state championship, but then you don't win the district, you're going home. And I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, it gets a little messed up for the smaller classifications over on Kansas. I think it kind of works its way out in the upper classes.
Yeah.
But it does get, especially some of those Western Kansas schools when they face each other in like the second round, and you're like,
and there's same league.
Yeah.
Smithville and whoever they're playing at Plainville or Plainview,
Exactly.
they're playing the same league out there. Oh,
that's why it's great to be back in Missouri. The state is just so much smaller, like geographic wise.
You have to go to Western Kansas.
Yeah, I mean, like I had a team last year play in the first round of state football, and they were not good. They were like 2-7, and going out to a team that played in a bad league, and they were also not very good, but they were 7-1, so they were like the 2 seed versus the 7 seed, and that school had to go all the way 6 hours out to Western Kansas, close to the Mountain West time zone, and I was just like, man,
that's
this
awful.
is horrible.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
All right, hey, let's take a break on the show. Can you stick around for a little bit, or
Would
what?
love to. It would be a dream.
Liam Keating will stick around for the news leader. We'll continue on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports. Blue 42, set, hut, hut, hut. Football's back from Missouri State to the Kansas City Chiefs and the Mizzou Tigers. The excitement starts now on the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Get the latest news, analysts, and hype weekdays on ESPN The Jock.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
For America's 250th anniversary, Highland Dairy is honoring the values that built this country: service, sacrifice, and community. We're proud to partner with Folds of Honor to commit a $250,000 donation to help provide life-changing academic scholarships to families of America's fallen or disabled military and first responders. It's Highland's way of giving back to those who have given so much. Learn more at HighlandDairy.com. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
When your business depends on security, access, and durability, the details matter. At Robinson Fence Company, we've delivered dependable commercial fencing solutions in 9 different states. From industrial and high security fencing to complex commercial installations, our crews work efficiently and comply with job site requirements. With a long-standing presence in Springfield, Missouri, and our office in Dallas, Texas, Robinson Fence is a trusted partner. Robinson Fence Company. Commercial strength, proven experience, professional fencing by professional people.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. For generations, Surf and Turf has answered one of dining's hardest questions: steak or seafood? The correct answer is both. Today, Retro Metro takes that delicious compromise completely over the top with Jeremy and Julia's Surf and Turf. Start with your choice of a 6 or 10 ounce filet over Cajun cream pappardelle, 3 grilled butterfly shrimp, a crab cake, and fresh béarnaise. History has been served.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
Acres to cover, crops to bring in, work that doesn't slow down. At Heritage Tractor, we understand the demands of farming at scale. That's why we're here with trusted John Deere equipment, parts and service when and where you need it, and industry-leading precision technology to get more from every acre. Season after season, you can count on Heritage Tractor. Here for your fields, here for your farm, here for you.
If it matters in the Ozarks, it matters here. From Missouri State to the Cardinals and beyond, start your day with the opening drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 on ESPN, The Jock.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
All right, back on the opening drive. If you guys could listen to our off-air comments.
That's a show alone right there.
Right there.
Yep.
Liam Keating with the newsletter joining us. Bear Tracker Day 11. We're going to continue on. We got high school football this week. We've got on our station.
Yes, Webb City at Glendale.
Yep.
We'll have that game here on the Jock.
Frank Tristan gets his season underway. Thinks he's got a good one this year. So excited about that.
You can read about those wide receivers later this week on the News Leaders website.
Okay.
Oh, good.
They're going to have a feature on those. That's great. They are good.
Heeman and Rover, yeah. Two really good receivers.
Just get the ball to them. I mean, the key is just get the ball to them. That's pretty much the scheme.
Exactly.
Those guys.
Yep.
And Coach Tristan opens up his season with Glendale, taking on Webb City. It'll be a battle of Crimson and Powder Blue. So make sure you sit on the right side there, depending on what team you're. And battle of Birds as well. So Falcons against Redbirds. There you go. Cardinals.
Cameron Wright will have the game for us. Olympic high jumper.
He will not be high jumping that day. He'll be calling the football game. But,
may have to high jump up into the press box. I'm not sure.
Man, he can do it. That's for sure.
Yep. So a lot of good football action this season. Looking forward to that. A lot of good sports, fall sports.
College season gets underway Thursday, right? Thursday. Does Evangel play Thursday?
No, they play Saturday.
They are on Saturday. Yeah. They play. Yeah, that's right.
Pitt State has a huge game on Thursday.
My alma mater.
They play Ferris.
My alma mater, Pitt State, takes on Ferris, number 1 versus number 4 in the country. Trying to get
going?
Dan. I don't know. I'm trying to get Dan Wilkes, the SID, down. Get him on. My good friend Dan, one of my groomsmen in the wedding. Try to get him on the old show tomorrow. See if we can talk a little Pitt State football. You know, Dan's been there forever. By the way, I was an SID at Washburn, right, back in the day before I came back to Springfield. And
they're
Dan,
still talking about you.
They are probably at Washburn. I'm a legend. Gene Castle still talking about Gene. Is Mean Gene still talking about me?
Is that arrest warrant still active?
Hey, let me tell you about Mean Gene Castle for a minute. SID at Washburn.
This is inside Division II baseball.
It is. Mean Gene, first of all, amazing. Great SID, by the way.
Great guy.
But between Mean Gene and me, Lauren Foray hired some guy to be the SID who had no experience at all. I mean, I'm talking zero experience, who just took everything I did and flushed in the toilet and then basically threw out all my records and stuff. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? So then they hired Gene come in after him. They got rid of that guy. And Gene came in. Of course, Gene and I have known each other for decades. And he got that thing going again, and he's still there. I mean, it's crazy. He should be retiring by now. All those guys should be retiring by now.
He's an incredible SID.
Oh, he's one of the best.
Unbelievable.
Him and Dan Wilkes are two of the best SIDs in the country. I mean, those guys are legit. And Rick Kinehart. Let me tell you about Rick Kinehart. I knew him when he was down at Delta State. I was Arkansas Monticello. We were SIDs together in the Gulf South Conference League down there. So I've known Rick for decades as well. So, but those guys, those are three of my SID Hall of Famers right there. Those guys know their business, man. Gene, the basketball guy, because Washburn's always been good at basketball. Dan, of course, obviously football. And then Rick Kinehart, man, he's a big guy now, everything.
He does football, of course.
But he oversees that whole operation over there.
He
does
does
a great job.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Are you covering the Springfield Cardinals too?
I haven't dipped my toes in.
Yeah,
but I plan on when next season rolls around doing some things. But I'm getting too late in the game. I will say before we move back. Sorry to interrupt. Conference USA opponent for MSU, Jack State. Yes. They are playing North Dakota State this weekend on Saturday, and so everyone listening, if you want to check out an MSU opponent, and that's probably the
former
game,
MSU opponent.
That's probably the former opponent. That's probably going to be one of the most fun games to watch this weekend, and I'm looking forward to that one the most.
Oh my gosh. So. That'll probably be on ESPN Plus or something. We got to figure that one out, because that's going to be they're in the Mountain West Conference now.
Yeah,
bumped up to FBS from
finally.
FCS, a power, obviously.
Finally.
And it's at the dreaded Fargo Dome, so you know that place is going to be just bumping too.
Wow.
First FBS game for North Dakota State this weekend. Of course, Jack State back in the day, I was at Pitt State, lost to them, beat them in the national championship down there in Alabama, and then lost to them the second year down there. So Jack State, they've taken that D2 route through the FCS and now the FBS as well.
And one of the favorites in Conference USA again this year.
They're good.
I think they've got a Western Kentucky, the favorite when it comes to chances to win the title this year. at about 25%. Then Delaware, Liberty, and Jack State 4.
Okay, all of a sudden Delaware has shot up. Did you notice that? They're shot. They must have had a transfer portal beyond transfer portals because they have shot up on everybody's radar. The Blue Hens.
Quarterback helps. Same coach helps.
Oh yeah.
Especially so we did a across the USA Today network. All of the newspapers are there's local newspapers in these Conference USA towns.
Yeah.
And we did a preseason poll, and that was kind of the big thing. Like, nothing in preseason polls.
Sure.
So, but we do know Delaware's head coach, and we know Delaware's quarterback. And so I picked Liberty to win, just simply because of money. Who knows? Like, private school with a lot of money that's desperate to win the league again.
To bounce back because they were successful, undefeated a couple of years ago, three or 4 years ago.
I had the Bears 5.
Okay.
So
Bears 5.
That was the highest
That's
of
fair.
anyone.
Yeah,
Call me a homer.
They've got them 6 here, just behind Kennesaw State. This was, I think, ESPN's chance to win the league.
Delaware third, you said? On that
Delaware
one?
second. Liberty
Man,
third.
I'm telling you, I think Delaware got some. That's what I'm saying. Transfer reporter, Delaware got some dudes. They were super successful at the FCS level, right? I mean, super successful. Came over with us. It made the bowl game last year too. They got that energy going in Delaware on that, and they went out and got some dudes. I think. That's what I think anyway.
So Liam, a track cross country star back in the day. The Olympic torch is coming through Springfield. Now this is a guy. Most of the people we know couldn't make it a block with the
most
torch.
of them couldn't carry the torch. Period. That's
right.
a heavy deal.
Liam,
heavy torch.
You interested in carrying the torch, the Olympic torch through Springfield?
Absolutely, I am. That would be amazing. I mean, I ran 5 miles yesterday.
Nice.
How far do I have to go? Like,
I'm probably not very far, dude.
Like a couple.
Yeah, I
blocks?
wonder what that is. But I'm sure it's not far because they have so many people.
They're taking down Route 66. That's happening. Right?
Do you think you could light a cigarette on top of the torch so I can run with a cigarette and the torch at the same time? Yeah, exactly. You think that's possible?
Run it down. Take a puff as you're going. Welcome to Springfield.
We do need to find out
news on that.
We do need to find out how long each participant, carries it.
Yeah.
Through Springfield.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, either I get to run it or I have to cover and work it. So I'd rather run it.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, with your phone, you could just do a selfie as you're going down. You're carrying it.
Yeah, exactly.
Have they ever had anybody on a bike carrying the torch? Because that would be me.
But does that disallow it? I mean, because it's the whole running thing.
Yeah.
Would they say, "Oh, got to start over. Back to Athens you go."
So my best man at my wedding is in the Air Force, and he's stationed over in Italy. And he's going to be there for the next 4 or 5 years. And we have plans of running the original marathon to Athens in 2028.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So literally the town of Marathon is 26.2 miles to Athens. And so we're planning on running that in 2 years. So I am very excited.
Just don't fall dead at the end. I mean, that's the whole,
I know.
whole gist of it.
My wife and I are planning let's do that at the beginning of the trip. So instead of at the end of the trip, my legs are just destroyed on a flight home. But, yeah, pretty excited about that.
That's actually pretty cool.
Is there any elevation or anything that you got to worry about?
I think there is. I think it starts. Does it start high and go down or something? It's a legitimate course.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not too sure. I know there'll be a lot of wine though in Greece.
Craig Stagner just sent us a note. He said it's 650 to 1,000 feet is how far you carry the torch
per person.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Cool.
So you're it's not bad. 1,000 feet. I mean that's
a lap. 400 meters. Probably.
Yeah, 400 meters. Yeah, not bad.
Could handle that.
Yeah.
What's the fastest anyone's done it? I'll start training out.
Start timing it.
Well, you and I are out there doing a relay race. Fast. Stick. Take it and go.
So what do you have to do? I mean, do you have to apply for this?
I think so. I think there's some application process. I don't know. Maybe I'll call my good friend and ask him because he's the one put in the application to get it.
Oh, that's Lance.
Yeah, Lance did that.
Yeah.
Okay. We're bringing that torch to Springfield, Missouri. How cool is that? Could have went around us, but no, they're going to go down Route 66. I guarantee it. Now, of course, it's not quote official yet, but they're only working out the security details. But they're going to get that thing going through Route 66.
Do we know where else is it going to hit St. Louis and then to Kansas City? Or
I don't know. Don't know that part.
Interesting.
Yep.
Is it going to hit?
Check that out.
Is it going to hit Kabul? I don't know. I don't know where. It's going to. Obviously, it's going to have to come from somewhere to get here. So, is it going to come down I-44? I would think Route 66. I would think. Think in the year of this. Well, it's not the year, but it'd be after that. But you'd go down to Chicago to come on down and follow Route 66. Then you're out there doing well. Then you got.
Is that the way to L.A.? I mean, it's headed to L.A.
Headed to L.A. Santa Monica. Yeah. That would make the most natural sense that you'd follow Route 66
instead of going to the Rockies,
Santa Monica, California, right?
Maybe we'll actually find out and report that tomorrow on the show.
Let's do that. We'll find that out.
Yeah.
Let's be a council meeting to go do all the approvals and stuff.
Executive board meeting.
I'm sure it will be
to talk about this.
I'm sure it will be.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good to have my new good friend from the news leader sitting next to me. Yeah.
During your rant today.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not
beautiful.
That's not going to create any issues at all in Springfield.
You love watching a master at work.
About that.
So how's your? We got about a minute and a half left. You've been in Springfield now. How long?
About a month.
How's it been?
It's been great. I love it so much. It's been a pleasant surprise. So
Good. What's
finding
been-
new restaurants, finding coffee shops,
Yeah.
doing things like that. So.
Did it change last week with the traffic? I mean, did you notice a difference at all with the kids in school at Missouri State?
It excited me a lot more. So I live right next to campus in Phelps Grove area. And my wife and I have been doing a bunch of walks and with our dog and stuff like that around the park. And it was pretty empty. It was just a normal park before school started. And now it's just, there's college kids.
There's an energy.
There is an energy. And it really got me excited for football and for just the fall season and things like that.
Well, that's it for today. Thanks, Liam, for carrying us out. You get the save today. Appreciate you coming on, buddy. Liam Keating from the News Leader.
Carlos Estevez. Liam Keating.
At 85 miles an hour. Bring it to me. Hey, we got a great show coming tomorrow. We got a great show every day. Hey, join us tomorrow, Wednesday, on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. See you tomorrow.
Springfield weather on The Jock.
It's a mild start at the door this morning, but we'll find a warmer afternoon. Temperatures today in the low 90s with a steady southeast breeze. Skies partly cloudy, becoming mostly cloudy by this evening.